You've wasted a preseason. The 4-quarterback thing was a total waste. I couldn't help but ask, like, after this last game, like, you barely threw the ball at all. You barely threw the ball down the field with Dylan Gabriel. So that told me that you definitely did not want to start Dylan Gabriel when you started Dylan Gabriel.
That was my take, too.
You believe fully that Joe Flacco is out of gas. That's why you were willing to trade away Joe Flacco. You traded him to a team you've never made a trade with. Well, you tried to once. Thanks, Sashi. You trade him to a team you've never traded with. And my thought was, on Monday and Tuesday, why didn't they just keep Kenny Pickett if we're going to do this? If they're not comfortable yet, I got Daniel Jones, who I told you was a glorified running back. He's throwing the ball all over the place and looking great. Sam Darnold and Baker just had a shootout. Sam's looking good. Geno's a little bit rough. We'll find out Kenny Pickett soon enough, I guess. And I just thought, well, with all these retreads starting to find new life, why didn't we just decide to... I don't know. Guys, you know I'm not the world's biggest Kenny Pickett fan, but if we're just going to say what the hell and give it a whirl, why don't we just say what the hell and give it a whirl with Kenny? So you've wasted a preseason. We will play Dion. We'll play Coach Prime coming up at 6:23. I want you guys to hear that on the rejoin, because I think if he's done with the Browns, if he's really like done with the Browns, or he's just talking his own version of coach speak, I got to agree with him, and I will tell you why coming up at 6:23. But You had Joe Flacco start the season. You jettisoned him. So clearly the whole attempt to get the veterans going, that's out the window. Okay, goodbye. You had Kenny Pickett already gone, even though you clearly wanted to start him to begin the year. That didn't work out because of a hamstring injury of all things. You have a guy who you had throwing to ball boys less than 2 months ago, and now he, on your unofficial depth chart on your game release, he's listed as the number 2 QB. Now, I got to tell you guys, don't come after me. I don't want to tell you the bad news altogether. And I'm sorry, I'm taking a lot of air out of the room, and I'm going to turn my mic off here in just a second, Tone. I'm sorry. Like Rap Sheet had written and Pelissero had written on Sunday that they want to give Shedeur a full week to get ready. So it still leads me to believe that, yeah, I know what that depth chart looks like. And I may hope, because I like Shedeur. I want to see what anybody has. But I would probably think that Bailey Zappi will still end up being put on your active roster, and then he will be the primary backup